We'd like to bring in Eelco Bosch van Rosenthal. He's a journalist on Dutch TV for a program called NewsHour, and he joins me where all those hearses were traveling to Hilversum in the Netherlands. So Eelco, first, if I may, I am so sorry for the loss of so many from your country. And if I may just say thank you. I mean, it has been absolutely beautiful watching this outpouring of support. And I have to ask, was all of this that we've been watching today spontaneous?
Pretty much. I think yesterday evening the government of the Netherlands came with a press declaration stating that today will be a national day of mourning. Obviously we didn't know until yesterday that the coffins would come in today, and everything you saw today has basically been set up overnight. It has been aired on Dutch TV the entire day on several channels, and everything you saw, the people on overpasses, bridges, the people along the roads, that was all spontaneous. And the most impressive thing for me, at least, was the silence. This is not a country known to be very silent. People have opinions, people speak out, and today everybody was quiet, and that left quite an impression.
Eelco, you're there. You're talking, I imagine, as a journalist to just different people who chose on their own to come and, whether it's be silent or pay their respects, place flowers down. Can you just share a few stories of why they wanted to be there?
Well, there are several stories. First of all, it has been mentioned before that everybody either knew somebody on the plane, not literally, but you always know somebody who knew somebody on the plane. And that's the same for me. A guy in my parents' house street lost a family member. Right next door here is a camping. It's summer. People are camping out and they came here to pay their respect. This town, Hilversum, they lost people as well. And it's the same everywhere. So it's people who knew people who came out here to place flowers. It's also people who just have been witnessing this on television unfold for about a week, who came here to pay their respects. So it's really a bunch. It's really everybody who came out today. And you saw that from the moment the plane arrived in Eindhoven up until now, when here in Hilversum. And there are 248, if I'm correct, more coffins coming over the next few days. So this was only, unfortunately, the beginning.
298 victims in total, 200 Dutch nationals, so basically 2/3 of the victims on the plane from your country. Can you tell me a little bit more about the process? I mean, I presume with each of the coffins in each of these hearses, 40 in total, when will the next few flights be arriving? Do we know yet?
Yes, we do. What we saw today, the planes arriving around in the middle of the afternoon. The exact same procedure will happen tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure if that means that the day after tomorrow all the coffins are in. Maybe so. That would mean that they have to have several flights a day. But that will be the same procedure. So in a couple of days all the coffins are here. As you said, Dutch nationals about 200, 100 other victims from other countries, Malaysia, Australia and others. They will all be here. And the Prime Minister of the Netherlands said it would take not days but weeks and maybe even months until everybody will have been identified. So it'll be a long process.
With these first 40 victims arriving where you are in Hilversum, there is a medical facility, a forensics lab that is receiving them, presumably as we speak, to begin the arduous and difficult process of identifying these bodies. Do we know how long? You said, of course, this will take months and months, but then once they are identified, presumably if they're not from the Netherlands, they then move on and are flown to that final destination.
Probably. I mean, certainly. I'm not sure when that will happen. Today, when the plane arrived in Eindhoven in the south, there were several ambassadors and undersecretaries from other countries there present. Obviously, they will have people here on the ground over the next few weeks or months just to make sure that their nationals are being taken care of. And then there are still bodies in Ukraine. I mean, even on the site, if I'm correct, or at least not everybody is yet on the airport in Ukraine waiting to be flown out. So it'll be an extremely long process. And yes, 200 Dutch have been killed. I think about 20 Australians, Malaysians, Netherlands, other European countries, one Dutch-American national. So all these nationalities will be represented here, and I'm sure they'll have ambassadors, diplomats and other people helping with the identification.